All right, everybody, part 2 of the demo. Here we go. We're going to draw the features of the face. So first we're going to focus on the eyes. So I'm going to zoom in on the eyeball here. First thing we already have is the general shape of the eye. So you can look at your specific person, give that a little bit of specific shape. Actually, I'm going to make a new layer so we can see that. So we'll do the basic shape of the eye going around however you see it. The next thing we'll do is do our eyeball. That's going to be a perfect circle. It would be finished as it goes around, but since we have these eyelids that cover over them, we don't see the whole thing, so we have the circle inside. Next, we have our eyelids. So we're going to draw a thin line above and an even thinner one below for the eyelid. And then the final step, you trick it out. So we have the little tear duct, you have the little iris and things come out from there, your little reflection, and the eyelashes come outside from where the nose is and smaller ones on the bottom. So there's a basic eye. I'll do the same thing on the other side real quick. So here's the shape of my eye. Here's my eyeball. Here's my thin eyelids. And then trick out the inside parts with a little bit of reflection and that. So now that I zoom out, oh, forgot my eyelashes. So a little bit eyelashes. So there's my first part. Nose is the second part. So here's our demo for the nose as we're looking down here. The nose, the first thing, we already have our placement of those nostrils. Then we're going to find this cartilage shape. We're going to have that really lightly wherever it's at. If you draw it higher up, then you're going to see into the nostrils. You're going to draw it. If it's lower down, then you don't see the nostrils. So I'm going to draw the basic shape of the cartilage. The relationship of that cartilage to the outer nostrils, that's the nose. So I get my cartilage in there. Then step 2, I'm going to establish my nostrils however I see them. The inside part, don't touch the outer nostril. Step 3, I'm going to add my little line from where the eyebrow is to that little socket in the eye, and maybe a little bit in the top right of the nose if there's a little bit of shading, kind of depending on what you have. Do not just draw 2 lines down the sides of the nose. And then finally, for the last step, we just erase what we don't need. Less is more with the nose, guys. So we just erase what we don't need, and we have a basic natural nose. Next, we have our mouth. So moving down to the mouth, first step is you draw the middle line. If a person has an open mouth, then you draw 2 lines open. But our basic middle line of the mouth is going to be like a wave going across, like 2 little waves, and the outer part's there. The next thing you can do is your lower lip or upper lip. I like to do the lower lip first just because it's easier. So for the lower lip, not touching the edges because that's a flattening thing. I just do a little like canoe shape for the lower lip. And then finally, to finish off the mouth, you have the upper lip. So the upper lip has like a little curve in the middle and then comes down to the sides without touching. Now, everybody's lips are a little bit different. So some people have more curved lips, some people have more pointed lips, depending if you're wearing lipstick, makeup or lipstick or any of that. Totally different. Everybody's unique and beautiful in their own way. So just draw them like you see them. If you want to get really tricky with the mouth, you can add a little line underneath for that little divot in the chin, or you can add this little fulcrum line underneath there. It's up to you. Just don't overdo it where it's going to look more stylized than you want. I'll leave it at that. Finally, we've got our ears. So we have the top of the ear and the bottom of the ear right there. We're going to connect them. Some people have tall, squarish ears. Some people have rounded ears that are out. It kind of depends on the person. But basically, we're going to have the curves at the top and bottom, and then we just have the connector going through. After you have the overall shape of the ear, the next step is the top part of the cartilage there. The basic way to do this is simplifying it, is following this curve here. We're going to do another little curve like T that fades out on the top. And then finally on the bottom, I think of it like a little fire on the mountain. So you draw a little mountain with a little squiggle coming up, and that usually gives you the ear that you're looking for. So we got a human we're looking at on the other side, top of the ear, bottom of the ear, connector going through, curved T at the top, fire on the mountain on the bottom. And that's our basic ear. Final things that we might edit from here are everything that makes it look like a unique person. So for the eyebrows, we can thicken up those eyebrows. However, your person has eyebrows, usually that's symmetrical. Grow the hair out from the inside part. We have the hair. Now that you have the hair shape, you can start to add in shading for the hair. I wouldn't do strand by strand. I would do sectional lights and darks to start, like this. And then after you do sectional lights and dark, then you can add in all the details of those little hairs that might flip out. But generally, you want to get the basic lights and darks in there. And then I'll just finish off. I got my little chin here. I got my neck. You can give the person a shirt as you like. And now if I turn off my first layer, this is pretty much my person. Looks pretty natural to me. So there you go. So I hope this is a helpful demo of the features of the head. The last video had the basic way to build the overall head. And from here, you just, give it an expression. It could look a little crazy, and you'll be just fine. So I wish you well. I hope this helps you create a little bit. And I love you guys dearly. Happy creating. Share what you create with me, please. Enjoy.